morning. We have 21 ounces of breast milk going into our deep freezer. You guys are also sitting on my baby Brezza, which is why you guys were steaming up, but we're gonna go put this in the deep freezer. I think I already opened the vlog today. I don't really remember, but I think I did when I bagged my breast milk. But if I didn't, hello. I'm about to start dinner actually, and I'm making like a pork center cut loin fillet from like Aldi. It's a lemon garlic flavored, but I just found out it's gonna take an hour to make. So that's okay, but little man will have to eat something else, so I might just end up feeding him a puree because I was going to make mac and cheese and baked beans, which is still I'm gonna make, but I don't know what to feed him. But yep, when I'm cooking dinner, I am cooking this pork loin, baby. I never actually told you guys this because I didn't want to mention it until I knew the outcome of the situation. So almost 2 weeks ago, 12 days ago, I was scratched by a cat that we have out in our backyard. I hear you, baby. And my mom had recently gotten bit by a cat who seemed rabid. It was my sister's cat. She had moved up to my mom's house, and the cat just had symptoms of having rabies. So my mom got bit trying to console the cat while it was unfortunately passing away. And we were very concerned about rabies. So she went to the hospital and of course was in contact with the rabies prevention part of the health department in her county. And thank gosh the cat did not have rabies. I don't know what happened to it, but I'm assuming some sort of like cardiac episode, which is super common in cats. So I got scratched by a wild cat, which I've gotten scratched by so many wild cats in my life, but I had done so much research on rabies when my mom got scratched or bit by the cat that I knew that like if you showed signs of rabies, it would be like lethal, like you would basically be sedated until you passed. So of course I got scratched by this cat. The cat seemed fine, but I was just very concerned. I couldn't sleep that night, so I decided to go to urgent care. And when I went to urgent care, they just gave me some antibiotics so that if it got infected, I could take the antibiotics. Thankfully, it didn't get infected, and I didn't have to take it because I know it was going to affect my breast milk. It was safe to take it with my breast milk, but it would affect it, like give him gas and stuff. The same thing when you take antibiotics, like you can have an upset belly and stuff. So like those symptoms could present in him as well. So she was like, I'm going to give it to you. If you don't feel like taking it, you don't feel the need to, if it's healing perfectly fine, then don't take it. And I was up to date on my tetanus shot, so I didn't have to get that. And then I asked her at the very end, like, is rabies a cause for concern with the scratch? And she was like, oh no, like very little concern. And I was like, cool, like awesome. Like a medical professional has now like mellowed out my anxiety, not just Google. And I left the appointment, high spirits, happy-go-lucky, happy that, you know, that I didn't need to be concerned or anything at all. And as I got home, I was changing Mateo's diaper and a number from our local area called me. So I answered it, and it was the rabies prevention program, and they said that they had gotten the report from urgent care and that they were concerned about rabies. So I had to go through this whole process, not me, but we ended up having to call animal control, trap the cat that scratched me. They quarantined the cat, made sure it didn't have signs of rabies. And then before we knew if it had rabies or not, I had to contact my insurance and make sure they covered it. Because if you didn't know, rabies, like post-exposure rabies treatment is very expensive. And a lot of the times your insurance doesn't cover it. My insurance covers it as long as it's medically necessary. So I was good with that. And then I just waited the 10 days and I got a call yesterday, I believe it was, that the cat is healthy and is going to move forward into the TNR program, which is the trap, neuter, release. And I wanted to adopt him. So I actually did call the shelter today and left a message because I want him to be back out with his family. It was my fault. He scratched me. I was trying to give him a treat and he just swatted me, you know. And I had been trying to gain this cat's trust for a while, and I guess I just overstepped his boundary. So I don't blame the cat at all. So I'm trying to get the cat back out here. Even if I have to adopt it and like put a collar on it that says like it's a community cat that's fixed and up to date on shots and stuff, and I can put it back outside. But I don't know, the shelter never called me back. And I know they're open tomorrow, but it's like a Saturday, so it's probably like the administration probably isn't home, and that's probably who I need to talk to, is like a higher upper, to see what happens to the cats that are on rabies control. But anyways, clear from rabies, which I kind of figured I was. Like when we asked animal control, she was like, I've been doing this job for so many years and we've never seen like a rabid cat, and we've actually almost never seen any rabies cases. We've had like a few within the last few years with wild animals like foxes and possums and raccoons and stuff like that, but they're always like caught, and the people who are exposed and the animals who are exposed are treated. So she was like, we have a very low rabies outbreak here. So, and there's multiple other cats, not bats, cats in the yard. Alexa off. And specifically, I think it's some type of family lineage that's out there. We call it Patashu because it's a white cat. Alexa off. And I think it was in like either its mom or its sibling or whatever, somewhere in its family, because it's out there and it's so lonely now. So I'm trying to get the cat back. I feel bad that I even went to the urgent care, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. You know, I have like 2 little babies, and had my mom not had that experience like a month prior, rabies probably would never even crossed my mind, because I've been around wildcats all my life. But because it was so fresh in my mind, I was so paranoid. So anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling, because as you can see, this little dude wants to like go and explore, but if I put him down, he starts to scream. So I know he's not really hungry. He just snapped not that long ago. I was gonna give him dinner in about 30 minutes, but now I'm gonna have to still give him dinner, but I think I'm just gonna give him a puree pouch we use once upon a farm. He loves them, and also sometimes the ones from Aldi. He's being silly, but I'm gonna try to put him down real quick and then put this porcelain in the oven, because it needs to be in there for a whole hour. What? Ow. Buddy. Ow. Ow. I know you didn't know that it hurt, but ow, that did. The cat, Patashu, is actually out in our yard right now, and I just feel so bad that it doesn't have its family member. I just pulled the pork out of the oven. I'm over here stabbing it with the thermometer, because it says like 162. 160. But I just pulled it out, so I'm gonna put it in for like a few more minutes, because I'm super paranoid. I do not want to serve raw meat. We just finished dinner, and I'm gonna start a load of laundry before I put the dinner up and in the fridge. Mateo's already down for bed. This battery in this camera is dying, so you guys are gonna see as much as this battery allows me, and then I'll put a new one in when I go back inside. I'm in my dungeon. I like to call it my dungeon, because it's dark and scary out here. It really is. I actually have 2 loads of laundry that need to be done, so I'm gonna try to get that done tonight. What laundry detergent do you guys use? Right now I use like the cleaning brand that was at Costco, but I normally use Persil. And when when Mateo was little, I used a Noodle and Boo, but I don't use it anymore. Just when he was a tiny little newborn. I think these are definitely dirty. Just smell like not laundry detergent, that's for damn sure. Okay, now to go put the food. I put the pork into a Ziploc bag. I'm gonna leave it open because it's still a little too hot. And then I cooked it on this foil, so this baking sheet is still clean. I put the beans into one of these. And again, I'm not gonna like close it right now because it's still making that like condensation, so I want it to cool off just a little bit more before I put it in the fridge. Now I'm gonna start the dishwasher. Mateo. It's like zooming. It's focusing up 2 times now, but I'm back to these cookies. I'm almost done. I'm actually done with the cookies that she ordered, but I have these cookies that I decided to do. I have the dishwasher going, I have the laundry going, so after this I'm gonna do that. Finish up those tasks. It's only 7:09, so technically it's too early for Lily to go to bed, but I'm telling her she either needs to go play independently or go to sleep. I almost never freehand orders just because I want it to be, 1, symmetrical, and 2, I want all the cookies to look exactly the same. And when you freehand it, there's going to be more variance than when you use a projector. It's going to be more similar. So, but because I don't know if I'm going to actually give her these or not, I haven't decided if they're going to be like up to my standards. I'm just freehanding them. We're also reading Lily's first chapter book. We're reading Judy Moody. It's the first book in the series, so it's called Judy Moody's in a Mood. We're actually almost done with it, and then we're going to move on to another like mermaid book that I got that is like a series as well for like my first chapter books. I just got tired of reading the same baby books over and over again. I just don't feel like they're like, I feel like all books are good for children, but like now that she's getting older, I feel like something a little more, with a little bit more plot, a little bigger words, more words, you know. So I'm done with these. Make cookies for Lily's soccer team because we're in charge of snacks tomorrow. And I was still going to buy normal snacks. I was just going to add to our snacks that we buy. But I think that I'm going to do it when I don't have a cookie order, which is never. I have lots of cookie orders to do, but anywho, I'm gonna let these dry a little bit, go do the rest of my chores, and then we can come back and look at these when they're a little bit more dry. Gonna have to give me a second. Sue just got home and we're whitening our teeth, and we're gonna play some Mario Wonder. Today is the 5th day that I've vlogged in a row.
Wow, I'm actually really proud of you.
But I've only posted 4. I put the vlog from yesterday and the day before in one vlog, so I'm only gonna count that as one day. So I'm only at $3 in our savings account. So, well, with YouTube. But we're gonna stay like for a whole hour to whiten our teeth. I think that pregnancy literally destroyed my teeth. I need to go to the dentist really bad. I finally got new glasses. Finally. Now I need to do my teeth. And we already know that's $45 per cavity. And I already know that I have some cavities in my front teeth. But pregnancy literally destroyed my teeth. When I was growing up, I literally had no cavities. And now, ever since I had Lilia, I've had cavities in my teeth. So I really need to find a dentist. But Maurice like, I'm just going to take you to Aspen Dental. And then I'm like, have you heard the horror stories from there? Okay, well, I have. So we're going to go somewhere a little quaint, small, that accepts our insurance. But now we're going to play Mario Party Wonder.
Thanks, Captain.
Oh god, I died.
Oh my goodness.
You're losing me, baby.
Oh, sorry.
It's been an hour, so let's go take these off. I feel like I never stay on really that good. We're using the Guru Nanda. Guru Nanda.
Ugh. Gross.
You always think you're gonna fall off, but then
You keep the stuff on, right? That's what it said.
it ate at my tooth. You see that?
Which one? Oh, yeah. Maybe it's too long for you. Or it could be the gunk that's on there.
Y'all see that?
Here's my teeth.
Look at that though.
Or maybe you chipped a tooth and you didn't know it until it pulled it off. Or unless that's a cavity.
In the middle of my tooth like that?
Yeah, we need to get you into a doctor ASAP.
Yeah, that's kind of not good. I guess I'll brush my teeth tomorrow and see if it's still there. My teeth are literally gonna fall out of my mouth because I had babies. My teeth were perfect when I was growing up. And then you came along.
I know. Sorry.
Had babies and now my teeth are just falling out of my mouth.
I got off.
Yeah, you can take your teeth out thing off now.
Take your teeth off.
More of an excuse for me to go to the dentist because that would make me
You have to.
super self-conscious if I have a dot on my tooth like that. But anyways, thanks for guys for watching and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.
So I just close my